Hi everyone, I'm Ron from WISNet Hong Kong. Welcome to WISNet Hong Kong YouTube channel. Today's tutorial will be USB interface. We will use W55MH32 USB interface with MicroPython to do some demos. If you want to know more about how to install MicroPython in W55MH32, you could watch our previous short videos. The links will be in the description below. In W55MH32, there are two main pins for USB interface. So let's have a look right now. As usual, we'll go to dos.w5500.com. We scroll down to the pin description. As you can see, for PA11 and PA12 has been connected to the USB interface. And you can see from the board, there is an extra Type-C port over here that is already connected the USB pins to the port. So we could try to connect it with a USB cable that has been connected to the PC. After the cable has been connected, you can see there will be a USB disk has been pop out. This section will be related to the MSC section, the mass storage class, but I will mention it afterwards. In W55MH32 with MicroPython, there are two main interfaces that can be operated. The first one is the mass storage class that I mentioned just now, and another one will be the virtual COM port VCP. So the VCP is actually a serial terminal using the USB interface. And for W55MH32, we had created a replicate version of the MicroPython REPL in USB. So what I'm trying to say is the serial interface has been totally replicated in the USB interface. Let's try to have a look. As you could see over here, there is a virtual COM port for MicroPython at COM12. That is actually the USB port. After pressing it, it shows the same information for the MicroPython. By typing help, we could also see the welcome message generated by the W55MH32. So that means it's actually the USB interface has totally replicated the serial interface. Right now, I want to make a MicroPython demonstration on this VCP interface, and I will try to communicate with the serial interface in W55MH32 with the USB interface. But I need to let you know is, since the USB interface is actually a replicate version of the serial interface, so there will be some repeated information or data that shows on the USB terminal. Okay, let's try it out. For USB VCP is a class that located in machine module as well. So as usual, from machine import USB underscore VCP. After that, we import a time for making some delay using software. After that, we create a variable called VCP, and then we activate the VCP interface like this. And then we could print to show the starting point. Why I need to do that? Because mainly, as I mentioned just now, the serial interface has been replicated. I at least need to know where's the starting point. After starting point has been created, we make a while loop, and then true. And then if any VCP has been created, so by VCP.any to check are there any VCP, and then if yes, we monitor are there any data has been received. So will be data is equal to VCP dot read. Okay, if there's some data in it, we start to need to show it in the serial terminal and also return an echo back to the USB. How do we do it? First of all, we just print it out, and then we just separate those data. So this is the received data, and then we call it data. After that, we need to send it back to the virtual COM port. How do we do it? By VCP.write, and then we need to return a byte message, because in serial or this USB interface everything is using bytes. And then we just put echo 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 close bracket VCP, we return the data, and then VCP write again, we close it by creating a next line for it. After everything is done, we're back to providing a delay, time sleep under MS, and then 2000 seconds. So every 2 seconds they will have 2 seconds delay for receiving the data. Let's try it out. As you could see, start. So that means everything has been started, and the codes are waiting for data to come in. For testing a serial, the serial and the USB interface, I will create. Oops. Sorry. Oh, this is. Oh, okay. So also, I need to turn it off first because I forget to turn it to the serial interface. That's here. As I change it back, I reset. Okay, reset. I run again. Okay, starts. Okay. Right now, I'll create a serial terminal for reading the USB interface. I will use a interface called putty. I also turn it on in the COM12. Okay, let's try to put some data. Put 1. As you can see, received it 1. The start is here. These are the returning data that has been sent by the USB. So as you can see, it received data and provide echo. And you can see the difference because in the serial terminal, it doesn't have the echo result. So I'm very sure that the serial and the USB interface are communicating right now. Right now I put 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, A, B, C, D, and then comes A, B, C, D as well. And this section only shows the receive. So this is how the VCP works. And right now I will mention about our second interface for USB, the MSC, the mass storage class. Let's go back to this USB disk that has been created by the USB port. As you could see over here, this is the USB disk generated by the USB interface. And then I will show you, I want to try to do something is putting this text file and include testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 data in here. I will drag it into this USB disk, and then it should show it on the flash section of the in Thorny. So how could I review this information? Go to view and then go to files. It shows in this section. It should come out a called testing2 file in here afterwards. Okay, let's try. Okay, turn off this and then drag. As you can see, testing2 over here. loading. Testing 2 is already in the USB. And then come back to Sony, we refresh it, and then OK, testing 2 has been shown. And then by clicking it, you could see the data is exactly the same that I just showed you. And then I put 789. In example, I try to modify it. After this has been modified, and then I just need to do something is I just remove the plug in. Okay, just wait a second, it took some time. And then we could check the testing 2. As you could see, the 789 included after resetting the USB interface. Okay, so this is how it works. But we could also try to make some codings as well. So as the flash is actually connected to the USB interface, we could do something. We could create a text file in here as well, and then to try to get it from the USB disk. So what we're trying to do is we could like using with statement, and then we open a file called like test.txt, and then comma, and then write, and then sf. After that we write something, f dot write. Okay, and then we put W55MH32 test, close bracket. The data has been written, so open. Okay, and then also test tst, close, and then we put it as read, and then as f as well, and f dot read, and then we put it in a place called data. Afterwards, we just print out the data to see could we read the created file, and we can do some comparison with the USB interface. After everything has been done, run the script. You see the file has been created, and I can read the data inside. I reset. You see there's a file called test already. Open. The data has been shown, so definitely it's already stored in the flash, so we could check it on the USB disk as well. As just now what we do, we plug it. Okay, the USB has been regenerated. We open the text file, and then by showing, you could see the file has been created. So this is how USB interface VCP and MSC works. And we will continue to create more kinds of MicroPython tutorials based on W55MH32. Thank you for watching.